Hi everybody, it's Brandon. I hope you're doing well. I'm drinking my peppermint tea right now. I love peppermint tea. Are you an herbal tea drinker? This is hot tea. I even drink this like in the summer, but it's delicious. Hi everyone, thank you for joining me for another skincare vlog. Hope you're doing well. I feel like I haven't seen you forever. How have you been? Where have you been? I've been looking all over for you. If you don't know me, my name is Brandon. I am a medical writer. I've written over 1,000 medical articles, all of which you can find on the web for free, many of which have been focused in the field of dermatology and skincare research, and all of them you can find for free online. I'll leave a link down below so you can check it out. So today I'm going to be talking about a significant challenge for a lot of people, and that is infraorbital dark circles or under eye dark circles. This is a common aesthetic challenge for many people, and skincare companies, plastic surgeons, they have all developed products and services to really address this need, this significant cosmetic challenge in the world. But there are certain caveats to these topical ingredients and these interventions that I want to discuss in this vlog today. But I wanted to really just give a broad overview of the research behind dark circles, what causes them, what are they, and the interventions and products and cosmetic ingredients that you should look out for to manage them. But before I begin, please hit the like button down below. It really helps me reach more people and grow my channel, and I really appreciate it. And definitely stick around for future videos. Hit that subscribe button down below as well. Hit that notification bell so you can be alerted for new future videos. I publish skincare videos every other day, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I would love to have you stick around and watch more of my videos and converse with me. And I just love to talk to people about skincare. And this is a great opportunity. This YouTube channel is a great opportunity to connect with someone like you and discuss and learn from each other. So definitely hang out and stick around. I'd love to have you here. Infraorbital dark circles or under eye dark circles are basically pigmentation changes that happen underneath the eyes, and the causes of it is multifactorial and it varies by person to person. Many people have dark under eyes for a specific reason, but the same reason that you may experiencing pigmentation issues, purplish issues, or blackening or darkening underneath the eyes may be different from the next person. So it's really important that we kind of discuss sort of the background and how basically the pathogenesis of which dark circles develop underneath the eye. So the perceptions of energy and youthfulness and vitality are often first perceived in the eyes, and specifically the under eyes. So when you have dark circles under the eyes, it often gives the appearance that you may be more tired than you are. It gives a very haggard appearance and perception that most people don't want to put forth. I mean, I think pretty much everybody is trying to fight it to some degree. We have concealers, we have lasers, we have topical ingredients that promise basically a whole armamentarium of products and services and interventions that promise to fight the under eye dark circles. But because the causes are so different from one person to the next, these products tend to not deliver to the same degree for every single person. On average, a person throughout their lifetime will spend $15,000 to $20,000 on cosmetics, especially cosmetics and concealers, to cover up imperfections and pigmentation issues under the eye. And this figure, this $15,000 a year, doesn't include the surgical interventions that people undergo, like blepharoplasty, like eyelid surgery and laser resurfacing, and all of the interventions, the surgical and non-invasive interventions that are capable of producing significant improvements in the under eye area. But in 2013 alone, eyelid surgery was the top third cosmetic procedure in the United States. So in terms of the etiology, under eye dark circles are, as well as bags underneath the eye, are a lot of times caused by just age-related changes, and this is exacerbated by UV exposure. UV produces free radicals in the skin. It accelerates the production of MMPs, matrix metalloproteinases, that break down skin collagen and elastin. And the under eye area is probably the thinnest place on your body, the thinnest skin on your face. And it's approximately about 40% thinner than the rest of your face, and it's more prone to that sun damage. So you're going to have more damage underneath that eye if you're not protecting it from the sun with regular sunscreen application. And things that happen over time include bone loss, loss of subcutaneous fat underneath the skin. This can contribute to the thinning of the skin and contribute to the more pronounced and prominent appearance of veins underneath the skin that come across as purplish or dark, and gives the appearance of under eye infraorbital dark circles. Also, as facial fat descends over time, the way the light hits our skin can create hollows, which make certain areas of the face appear darker than they are. So the less fat that you have on your body, on your face, and over time that gradual decrease in fat causes those hollows and that shadowing to appear, giving the appearance of under eye circles. And this is kind of where things like fat transfer or fillers will come into play to just sort of help to plump up that skin and reduce the shadowing. And so that's why a lot of times you'll see that overhead lighting can worsen the appearance of periorbital dark circles, or the circles around your eyes, whereas direct light can actually reduce, minimize, or completely eliminate it from, or at least the appearance of that shadowing. And like I said previously, the thin layer of the skin, especially as fat declines and you have that shadowing, you also have that transparent skin that's thinner and will show the subcutaneous vasculature, or the veins underneath your skin, also contributing to that darkening appearance. Also, for some people, under eye circles are a combination of not just age-related changes and pigmentation issues caused by the sun and visible light, but it could also be due to edema or fluid accumulation underneath the skin. That can also occur when you have less fat underneath your skin, underneath your eyes. And this is typically worse. It becomes worse after a really salty meal, or the first thing when you wake up in the morning. You may see more accumulation or edema, fluid accumulation underneath your eye, causing puffy eyes, bags, and even to some degree darkening. And the fluid underneath your eyes often takes a purplish color just due to the vasculature underneath your eyes. And like I touched upon previously, your under eye circles, the dark under eye circles, can be caused by UV exposure in addition to the age-related changes. But UV exposure really drives a lot of skin issues, including the collagen and elastin content in your skin. It can really ultimately degrade the collagen and elastin in your skin. And considering the under eye area is the thinnest part of your face, it's more prone to that damage. There's also things like, for me, for example, I have allergies. So I have what are called allergic shiners underneath my eyes. That's why I can't really use my ring light or have direct light, because it comes across as purplish and it shines like really bad underneath my eyes, even when my skin is dry. And that's basically also the accumulation of, I know it sounds gross, but like mucus and fluid from the allergies that around here in the nasal cavity. It kind of accumulates right here on the eyes and can cause those allergic shiners. Topical ingredients and cosmetics and things like that aren't going to target the seasonal allergies. Really, you need to get those seasonal allergies under control. And I'm just talking to myself for that, because that's really what's going to help contribute to the reduction in the appearance of those under eye circles. It's not going to be a topical ingredient. It's really going to be addressing the root cause. And sometimes people do have underlying medical issues that are contributing to the dark circles. I mentioned this in the Total Eye Color Science 3-in-1 Total Eye Under Eye Dark Circle Sunscreen, is that a sunscreen, a cosmetic ingredient, is not going to treat an underlying medical condition. For some people, it may be something that is within their medical history, or something that they don't know about, that they really need to probably more than likely go to their healthcare provider in addition to a clinical dermatologist, and really identify and hone in on if there's something in your environment or in your health that's contributing to this. You really want to address that first, because if you can get that under control, ideally or ultimately, it may help to improve the appearance of the under eye circles. Also, a lack of sleep. Sleep is an incredibly important component of a healthy lifestyle for many different reasons, even blood sugar control and mood stabilization, but also just the lack of sleep will make you tired and will give you the appearance of under eye dark circles. And a cosmetic ingredient, a topical ingredient, as well as a surgical procedure ultimately is not going to help you. You really want to get your sleep schedule under control, 8 hours ideally for most people, and making sure that that is good quality sleep, that you sleep throughout the night. So also in regard to medical conditions may drive inflammation. Inflammation can drive hyperpigmentation issues underneath the eyes. So again, making sure and really honing in on any underlying medical condition you have with your doctor is going to be incredibly important in this regard. Medications can also lead to hyperpigmentation challenges underneath the eye. Oral contraceptives have been shown to contribute to those pigmentary changes underneath the eye. Now, considering there's a multifactorial involvement in infraorbital dark circles and periorbital dark circles, there's also going to be several different treatment options. So in terms of management, the first step is to, first of all, identify the constellation of etiological factors, or basically factors that are contributing to your under eye symptoms. And again, that's going to vary from person to person. And in order to optimize and get the best out of your treatment approach, you really want to identify the root cause of it first. Try to address that and then come in with cosmetics, topical ingredients that may address pigmentation issues, as well as in dire situations. And something that you would have to discuss with your doctor, obviously, are the non-invasive, minimally invasive, as well as invasive procedures. So probably the easiest thing that you can do is a concealer just to cover it up. I mentioned that in the 3-in-1, the Color Science 3-in-1 Total Eye. It's basically a tinted mineral sunscreen that acts as a concealer. It doesn't really address pigmentation issues, at least I don't believe it does based upon the ingredients in it, and I also think it's a waste of money because it's so expensive. Watch my review on that in my previous video. But yeah, a concealer would be probably the easiest bet, but it's not going to manage or treat the under eye area, and you're not going to get that lasting effect that you would if you were addressing a root cause. One thing also is a sunscreen. So applying sunscreen every single day all over the face, including the eyes, will gradually help to lighten up any pigmentation on your skin, because you're going to be blocking your skin from UVB as well as UVA. Sunlight really drives pigmentation issues, as well as visible light. Visible light is from the sun, but also from overhead fluorescents and LED lights, as well as our tablets and our phones and our computers, our electronic devices, our screens. We get a lot of visible light every single day throughout the day until we go to sleep. And especially for darker skin tones, that's going to drive hyperpigmentation. So making sure that you're wearing a sunscreen every single day to protect yourself from visible light, that's really going to be your mineral sunscreens, your zinc oxide and titanium dioxide sunscreens, and also your tinted sunscreens that have iron oxides in it. Iron oxides will help to protect against visible light that drive those pigmentation issues. Now, retinoids are a possible solution. Retinoids are vitamin A derivatives, and they affect different pathways that lead to dark circles underneath the eyes. Retinoids, topical retinoids like tretinoin, or something like Differin, which is an over-the-counter adapalene vitamin A retinoid derivative. These will help to just produce more collagen in the skin and help to provide more tigor and just strengthen the collagen framework in the skin, which is going to really help improve the appearance of the skin overall. And retinoids, topical retinoids, also help to reduce to a certain degree melanin in the skin, which is the pigment in the skin, the color in the skin. That being said, because they do that, it does make your skin more susceptible to the sun, and so it's kind of like it's a two-edged sword. I mean, it's going to be helping increasing collagen in the skin, helping to reduce melanin and pigmentation underneath the eyes, but it's also going to make your skin more susceptible to the sun, which is going to drive pigmentation as well as increase aging and collagen degradation. So it's really important that if you're using retinoids on the skin, that you are using a sunscreen diligently and protecting your skin from the sun every single day. But overall, retinoids are going to just really help improve the smoothness of your skin, as well as the color of your skin, including the under eye. You definitely don't want to be using, at least, I wouldn't be using tretinoin underneath your eye, just pure straight tretinoin. You definitely want to talk to a clinical dermatologist about this, but there are many products out there on the market that are formulated for under the eye area that contain retinoids, and I will leave a list of the ones that I recommend down below. Hydroquinone is a prescription ingredient that you can also get from your dermatologist that helps to, it's kind of like a skin whitening or brightening agent. It basically helps to reduce the pigmentation in the skin as well. It could be used underneath the eyes to help reduce the pigmentation underneath the eyes. It is a prescription ingredient. There is an alternative called arbutin, which you can get over the counter. I think Hada Labo has a wide range of arbutin products. I think I have it actually, I can show you. The Ordinary also has arbutin. These will work similarly. Hydroquinone and arbutin will work similarly in just reducing pigmentation issues and brightening the skin texture and tone. So yeah, this is the Hada Labo arbutin milk or lotion. It's actually a toner. It's called lotion, but it's really liquidy. It's like putting water on your skin. But it comes out clear and white. Ugh, you can't see that. It's like dripping all over my hand, but it helps to really brighten the skin and reduce that pigmentation. Theoretically, it could be used underneath the eyes and then just put a sunscreen over it, or not a sunscreen, but like a moisturizer over it to just occlude it and prevent it from evaporating out of your skin. That may help with brightening up the skin just overall, but also definitely underneath your eyes as well. Now you kind of want to be careful with hydroquinone because lower concentrations between 2 and 6% can help with those periorbital dark circles, but higher concentrations can lead to a paradoxical increase in melanin in the skin. So you want to make sure that you're working with your clinical dermatologist and outline clear goals with your dermatologist, just so you can ensure that you're getting the maximum benefit from that treatment. So topical caffeine, like the Ordinary has a topical caffeine solution that's I think 5%, and it also comes with EGCG, which is epicatechin gallate, or epicatechin gallate, which is an antioxidant extract from green tea. But topical caffeine may also help to reduce infraorbital dark circles. I personally don't recommend it because there's not a ton of data on whether or not caffeine is going to be effective for everyone. I've been using the Ordinary topical caffeine for about a month now. I haven't noticed any benefit with my under eye dark circles, but then again, mine are probably a mix of just the visible vasculature underneath the skin as well as my allergies, so I really need to get that under control. Treating your allergies is going to be a huge win in regard to the overall appearance of your eyes, so that's something I need to get in control. But this product, actually, there's more data out there to show that topical caffeine and as well as EGCG can actually improve hair growth. That's just sort of like an aside note, but I'm actually interested to know like how is this going to, I've been putting it on my scalp whenever I wash my hair. I don't have any like issues with that, but I want to see if it like just sort of improves the overall thickness and voluminous, and as well as the rate at which my hair grows. It already grows pretty quickly, but I'm kind of interested to see what it does for my hair, and I will report back on that in a future video. Also, peptides are being increasingly used in the armamentarium of the treatment of dark circles. Peptides are basically short chains of amino acids, which are the building blocks of protein. Collagen in the skin is the largest protein in the body. I mean, there's theories suggesting that the topical application of peptides or amino acids on the skin can actually increase the production of collagen by just sort of simulating the overall structure of collagen. There's also an array of non-invasive treatments that you can go into a clinical dermatologist and get, including laser treatments like IPL. IPL is intense pulse light, and this works better in people of darker skin types, Fitzpatrick's phototypes 1 through 3, but it basically emits light in the visible spectrum, and really short, intense visible light can actually be therapeutic in some instances. It's really the long-term effects of the visible light exposure that leads to pigmentation, but the short burst of the visible light in things like IPL can actually help to reduce pigmentation issues underneath the eye. And basically IPL helps to just improve the homogeneous tone and texture of the skin, as well as the visible aspect of the skin. And it's non-invasive, so it's just, they're not going inside the skin, they're not injecting anything, it's just the emitting of that visible light on the surface of the skin. And it can actually be pretty effective for some people. Again, just depending upon the causative factors of your dark circles. Radio frequency devices also can help with infraorbital dark circles by just tightening up the area underneath your skin. And this basically is emitting an electric current that creates a thermal reaction in the skin that helps to contract collagen in the skin. Other laser treatments like Q switch lasers can be helpful, especially for people with darker skin tones, in really driving down pigmentation issues. And similar to IPL, there's also pulsed dye lasers that can help to potentially help reduce the under eye dark circles that many people experience, but they're more suitable for people with lighter skin tones, Fitzpatrick phototypes 1 through 3. There are other invasive but superficial treatments like chemical peels that can help increase collagen synthesis over time after repeat treatments, 3 to 6 treatments depending upon the individual, help to increase collagen production and synthesis within the skin, as well as reduce pigmentation and melanin in the skin. Medical tattoos have been reported as something people have gotten, but it's really associated with adverse side effects. You definitely don't want to be getting a medical tattoo underneath the eye area. It's definitely There's definitely risks involved, so but that has been reported in the literature. And ablative laser resurfacing is another invasive yet superficial treatment option that can also help to address pigmentary irregularity around the eyes and help to drive down those infraorbital dark circles. If you check out this figure, here's some just before and after examples of patients with dark circles who underwent both minimally invasive as well as invasive procedures. The one at the top, she actually underwent volume enhancement with hyaluronic gel injection, or what is also termed Juvederm. You can see that her under eye circles reduced or were practically eliminated significantly after that injection. Patient B actually underwent volume enhancement with fat transfer. So she actually had fat transferred from one part of her body to the under eye area, which resulted in more plumpness, less hollowing and less shadowing, and just reduced appearance of those under eye dark circles. Patient C underwent laser skin resurfacing. So like I said, the ablative laser skin resurfacing just resurfaced the skin and made it more homogeneous, reduced up those pigmentary changes, and also improved the collagen production in the skin. This is probably I think one of the best shots that don't involve just getting an injection in your face or getting a transfer in your face. I think this is probably the least invasive, but it's definitely going to require more sessions than just getting something injected like Juvederm or fat transfer. And the fourth person in this figure underwent lower eyelid blepharoplasty or lower eyelid surgery. So this was an invasive procedure that she went. Definitely less tired, less haggard in the appearance, and definitely younger in appearance. So those are basically the reasons of why you may be experiencing dark circles, as well as the potential treatment options that may be helpful for you. I try to really hone in on the lifestyle aspect, the diet, the sleep, especially even reducing stress, which will help your sleep and help your diet. But also the use of sunscreen and reducing your exposure to UV and visible light, as well as the use of topical ingredients and things like retinoids, potentially caffeine. I try to hone in on those particularly at first, just the prevention strategies, because you definitely want to be doing all that you can to prevent or at least delay your reliance on more invasive strategies or even laser strategies, which can take time and effort and money. I think prevention is definitely worth an ounce of cure, or at least just, again, delaying the use of these treatments. You don't have to do that. I mean, you can just live and accept who you are and how you look. But if you are, concerned, or you want to look your best because you feel awake and you feel alive and refreshed, and you want that to really be reflected in the quality of your skin, then obviously there's no issue. You can definitely choose what is best for you, working with your healthcare provider and your dermatologist. But I hope this video has really helped you to really fully understand the etiology and the multitude of factors that may be contributing to your under eye circles. Again, if you like this video, please hit the like button down below. Let me know down below in the comments if there's something that works for you, a product, a topical ingredient that really works for you to help to reduce under eye circles. I'm definitely interested to hear and maybe try it out on my own. I think other people just watching this video are going to want to hear from other people as well in the comment section. So definitely leave your tips and tricks and thoughts and suggestions down below in the comments. So thank you again for joining me. I really appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.